everyone, just wanted to come on. Obviously, I don't post to all that I see, and let's be honest, there's so much when it comes to Harry and Meghan. I'm also struggling with this whole YouTube scenario. I've been safe and comfortable over on the other account, and it's about starting again and being out there and putting myself out there. And that, for someone who's been through abuse, is a hard one to micromanage. The overthinking, looking at all the other creators across YouTube and how amazing their editing is. I'm just used to speaking to a camera and going on. But the thing is with me, the aftermath and what I do, it's about speaking on the emotions, the realities, the truth to lies, because I grew up in abuse. And I watched, and I've lived a lie most of my child life. I've watched my mum live a lie. And even when you get out of that abuse, you're hiding yourself from the world because you don't feel good enough to claim, and you're constantly marred by shame. And even with YouTube, and I watch people like and subscribe, and it's normal. This is normal. But for someone who's been through abuse, it feels physically sick to say. So I'm just going to leave it with, if you want to, then continue. But I see Harry and Meghan have released a little medley of all they've done, which we've seen it anyway. I feel like we're just covering old ground, but we're placing it out there in a nice, pretty, aesthetic way. There must have been about 4 or 5 events all crushed in to this one film, starting with this. Vardy, who, let's be honest, the reaction weren't so great when Meghan Markle turned up that day with her security and the camera crew, and it came across like she wasn't there to grieve with those people, to be there in that moment in time. It was like she was there to show the world that she was there and she cared. A publicity stunt. It came across as a bit like Oprah when she went to Hawaii. It seemed gross. It seemed the wrong setting, the wrong place to bring your crew along for the rides. In that moment where she was there to show the world she cared, not understanding that these people had just lost their world. They had lost theirs. Their little heartbeats. And people don't trust it. They can't trust it. And people were coming out and saying, your dad's laying in bed in a hospital with a heart attack. Why are you not by his side? Your actions and behaviours as a person, as a human, don't sit alongside what you're doing here today. And people question that. And I speak my feelings as a person, not a journalist, not an expert, just a human being who they have cashed in bringing this to. Their target audience I become in the games that were at play. And as I see this, and I've watched Harry grow within the royal family, and we watch Charlotte, Louis and George yesterday packing up toys for children who haven't got some. This is what they do. This platform's so great where they can shine a light on another cause and another heartache. And I question how, even Meghan in that moment, even if it was from a genuine place, you were still there that day. You witnessed this devastation, this uncontrollable pain of these people and their heartache from the mental health campaign, and sat on a big cream sofa, the cream stage. You were there with people that had lost theirs. You have witnessed so much pain. Which beggars the question, because if I were to be there in the presence of these people, these heroes, these people that have faced the abyss, they're living in it. If I had been around that and seen that, would I be able to be out here moaning about myself? Would I be able to be out there and not appreciate my wealth, my luxury, my home? But more than that, I would appreciate my family, my connections, my health, my children. I would hug them tighter. I would appreciate this life that I've been given, because I have seen how much destruction is out there. I've seen the face of it in the pain. So as we see this little intro in how we reference that day, in this connection she had in that way, without a connection to the fact the people looking on from that place questioned her in how she turned up that day. But she still put it in there anyway, to project it to the world that I was there that day. To be there amongst their pain, or just to cash in for her own fame. And that's disgusting for me to even say, for me to even do this post, but it doesn't stop her anyway, does it? You know, and this is what people question. How can you sit on stages and see the pain and devastation and go to these places and see the heartbreak that people face, yet sit there and claim this pain and attack your family and not be by your dad's bedside? How come that didn't do something to you to make you understand how blessed and lucky you are in this life, how we all are, and we haven't gone to this place that day that these people have experienced? You know? So that's just my opinion. Like I said, not a journalist, not an expert, just a person, a human being that align with these situations, and read it is inconsistent. And read it is wrong because your actions and your behaviours don't match up to the person you want to tell us that you are.